Hello and good morning. Here's my fourth video. This video is actually going to be very short. I just want to talk about my quick ideas about the Leica M3 and I guess all things about all the Leicas in the sense of, and I guess mostly the M3. It's what I have, it's what I know, but also the one that gets the most critique by what it has to offer in the viewfinder. And on here I have a 21mm f4 Voigtlander lens without any external viewfinder. I also have a Jupiter 8, two Jupiter 8s, one with a little tab on it. That's on my Leica other, the 3C. And I have this Jupiter 12 35mm with an old Lidolf Wetzler 35mm and 90mm external viewfinder that I opened up and cleaned out, and it's amazing, very cheap that I found. Also, the first Leica M lens that I got, the Voigtlander 40mm f1.4. I just love this lens. I think it's so amazing. And 40mm in the viewfinder, perfect for me. Don't need an external viewfinder for that. And I've got the lens hood that came with the Voigtlander, it came with this one. It's a photodiox, but anyways, I just want to talk about this camera paired with a lens like this, or a 35mm. I know I have an external viewfinder right here. I don't always use it, or even the 40mm. The 40mm through the viewfinder with the excess around the frame lines is actually just perfect. I see exactly what I'm going to get, and I'm never caught off guard with it. The 21mm, I'm absolutely caught off guard with it, and I'm never really disappointed in what I've gotten from it. I haven't shot it very much, and I plan to. But something that I think is exciting, and I think that ties in with film in the way of, I guess just like glee and surprise, is just, I don't know, I think there's like this idea of having to know exactly what you want from your gear, know what your gear is, and I guess like leave no stone unturned, no surprises, and to me that's like, I don't know, it's kind of limiting. Like, I feel like a lot of the time it's like the only surprises you're going to get are going to be like controlled surprises, if you just know everything. And a really soft way of like kind of just letting yourself open up to surprise, letting myself open up to surprise, has been using a wide angle lens on this camera without seeing anything till I develop my negatives and scan them or look at the negatives. And yeah, it's just, I say, if you have a wide angle lens and you don't have $185 or $200, or if you're trying to get a Leica external viewfinder, like whatever, $1,200, I've seen them go for so much, and it's so silly. Yeah, just, I would say just go out with this. Go out with whatever focal length you have on your Leica, or any camera really, if it's not a fixed lens, and you pair it, and it seems a little weird, and everyone else is talking about it, and they're just like, oh, you should get an external viewfinder, blah, 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 blah. You don't need one. It might force you to slow down a little bit more, and I mean, as long as you get your shot in focus, and which this viewfinder is going to help you do, you can kind of just see what you're going to get. You just have to widen your scope a little bit. And eventually, after you use this enough, and after you develop your negatives and you scan your images, you're going to see how wide, generally, and it'll stick in your mind, in your mind's eye. You'll get better and better and better at knowing what your lens is going to produce, and knowing just what to expect, I guess. I'm not there yet, and so I'm talking about this from very soft experience, but also just out of trying to be excited about something as opposed to just always having to keep spending more and more money to even start doing something with what you already have or what you were already excited about that you finally got. I just think you should go out and you should use it, see what it feels like, and if it doesn't produce great images, push yourself to keep making great images without having all the accessible tools until you can actually get the tool, instead of waiting around. Yeah, I just think it's exciting is all. So that's kind of all I wanted to say. It's kind of silly, but just trying to be open about experimenting and using what you have, I guess, and not just subscribing to the idea of only thinking that because you're given these 3 focal lengths, that's all you're ever able to shoot, or you have to invest more money to shoot different focal lengths, because it's not the truth, really. I mean, and then there's zone focusing. With a 21mm, you can just zone focus, pick your aperture, good to go. No viewfinder, just fire away. So there's that option too. And that's what I do with the 35mm on my Leica 3C. I generally zone focus with any lens on it, but I try to mostly use 35 on it because the rangefinder patch is off, but this is good. It's just that I want to see what I can do and surprise myself. And it's fun to surprise yourself. I think that's like one of the coolest things about film is that you're not able to just be like, that was a little off. I'm going to just delete it and then go do it again. Or just and then pick your favorite one. So I'm a one photo person. I see something, either how it is or I move over a tiny bit, I make the photo, I move on. I don't really spend all day in a spot or, trying to rework an angle because it just kind of strips the joy out of it for me. But anyways, that's it. I would just say have fun. If you're excited about a lens and you don't have a full setup yet, go out and use it anyways. Go take pictures of stuff that is around you, your cat, your dog, your grandma, your neighbor, something that is there and ready and waiting for you. Because, I mean, if you even have a setup, basic setup, and I'm one to talk, having an M3, but if you have a basic setup, you're good to go. And I would say, just go. Do it. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day.